Howdy folks. Thought I'd do a quick update because I'm going to bury some more stuff. I've started laying this pink foam. It's a 1/4 inch or so upholstery foam, and I'm using a contact adhesive to stick it into place. This is what the foam, after I've done the shaving and cleaning up the spray foam, it's got this look to it. It just doesn't have to be perfect, good enough. And then I made filled in some areas I missed or were hard to get to with the big spray kit, and I just used a can of Foam-A-Fill. And the spray foam is way better than the Foam-A-Fill, I will say. So filled in this gap all the way around the window, and it was just a tiny gap down this guy. And I'm gonna tuck. The plan, I think, is I'm going to put the pink foam on, and I'm going to tuck the vinyl in between the pillar and the aluminum window frame. So here's where I've stuck it on using DAP Weldwood upholstery contact adhesive. And I got some speaker wires prepped for the future. What I'll do is I'll just cut a hole, hog out the foam, get close to the skin, put in a bucket, and then stick the speaker there. But at least the speaker wire's in place. I've got brackets marked to where they exist for the armrest to anchor. Once it goes into place, the goal right now is to get the vinyl on and the carpet down. So the vinyl is going to come down, and I can cut it at the seam or at the edge here, the corner, and then I can lay the carpet in and trim the carpet out, and I think it'll make a nice transition between the carpet and the vinyl without getting carried away with having to do anything else. So once the vinyl's in, carpet goes down, rails go down, seats go in, and I can drive it out of here, because the goal is to drive it outside. I swore to myself, I'm just not putting the seats back in until I'm not doing it again after that. So one more time, that's it. So I want to take it outside because I made a hot wire, and it smokes. It's a crazy amount of smoke that comes off, especially when you're doing a span like this, which is about 40 inches. And it's just a lot of smoke. So I want to drive it outside to finish cleaning all this off. And I really want to use the hot wire because I think it's going to make a much better finish any place where I'm going to stick a finished material right up against the foam. If I glue it on or use the vinyl. I haven't decided what I'm doing back here, but I want to see if the hot wire works good. I'm trying different things here because I've never done any of this before. So I'm trying different techniques to see what works, just because I like doing that kind of thing. So anyway, gonna figure out what works and move along, and then do the engine cowl. The dash is going to be, I think I'm just gonna do a big solid, bent sheet metal or formed sheet metal, I guess like a pan that fits over all the hardware that's up in the dash. So I'll do straight geometric lines, angles that are easy to bend and rivet together, so I can make a form underneath, and then I'll know where the edges are all the way around the windshield, and I'll just spray foam that thing and sand it down and carve it and smooth it to the shape I want, and then stretch some kind of material over the top of that to make my finished dash, and just do a one big one-piece dash to cover all that stuff. But I got to get this vinyl on like right here, because the next piece that sits on top of that, which is sitting right there, that piece where it ends up living depends on the vinyl has to be between it. So it's two components with vinyl. Sorry, my camera screen keeps clicking off. The vinyl is going to wrap underneath, and then it wraps this way. So where those two smush together, the finish height is, of course, determined by where all that ends up. So I got to get this in. That's why I quit working on the dash, because I have to get the vinyl in before I proceed any further. So that's where I'm at. It's pretty exciting. I got the shop way too hot for the glues and the sprays and the foams and everything else, and too warm. I'm using I'm just using one of these things, just a spray gun for spraying the glue. I'm using that glue. Seems to work good. And then here's the vinyl. So I used the pink piece as a template, cut it out, and then it's just a basic gray vinyl that matches the seats that I got out of the junkyard. So, and it turns out I picked cheap seats with cheap vinyl, so they matched perfectly, and the price was, I suppose, I mean, the gal at the shop said it was reasonable. I have no idea, never done this before. So having a lot of fun, getting close. Thanks, bye. Good morning. So here's a quick update showing how the vinyl went in. I think it turned out pretty good. Sewing it wasn't too bad. My wife's sewing machine worked fine. So we stuck this cover on. You can see the cowling just will butt up to it, and I'll put a seal in there. The cowling will get wrapped as well. And it's wrapped all the way around the perimeter down low. And the carpet's in on this side and the seat's back installed, so I should be able to drive it. The pink foam doesn't cover as many imperfections as I had thought it would. So with the light up high here, you can see little waves in the vinyl that's following the form of the spray foam, and then the pink foam stuck to it just follows it very well. I ended up tucking the vinyl up into the gap between the foam and that piece of aluminum, and then I followed it all the way around, and I need to tuck it, cut it, and wrap it around the edge of the window frame and install, I don't know what this stuff is called, but install this it's got metal steel spring inside, but it's still flexible enough to be able to make this turn. So that'll just go all the way around. I hope to make it to the shop today and pick that up. But seats in. I'm going to carpet the top of that. Not real sure what I'm going to do around the bottom there, if I'm just going to carpet it or maybe do a rubber floor mat at the bottom. So did a little bit of work on the inside for the inside of the HVAC, so it's closer to complete, and I have a place to put that vent. So this will be a heater vent, and it'll stick in there, and you'll just control it with my hand where you want the flow to direct. Each person has their own temperature control, but so that's how that looks. Got the back end cleaned up a little bit and pressing on. Hopefully I'll have the passenger seat in today. So that's the goal. Thanks. Bye.